Okay, real quick, I don't have any action videos this weekend, so what I'm going to do is I'm posting a video of some current projects or upcoming projects here and some other equipment that I purchased. And just want to get this done real quick. I seem to make long, drawn-out talking videos, so I'm going to try to keep this short this time around. So anyway, what I have here is a new airplane. This is the Skywalker company. The plane is called the Sirius, and really what this is in a nutshell is kind of a multiplex Easy Star on steroids. So what the multiplex Easy Star maybe should have been for FPV. The wingspan is a little bit bigger than the Easy Stars. I think maybe by a couple of inches. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up. But it's already got the ailerons cut into it. They mount just the same. The shape is virtually the same. Not much difference there. Carbon fiber spars. They slide into the side of the fuselage. Run-of-the-mill elevator. EPO hinge. The EPO hinges actually are some of the nicest I've seen. I normally don't trust EPO hinges because they just seem a little bit flimsy, but this one, these seem pretty nice. So, the fuselage, this is where the magic happens for FPV anyway. I'm not sure how this plane's going to fly. I'm hoping it flies pretty good, but it's got some pretty cool features. It already has the full-size rudder. It has servo mounts for the elevator and the rudder in the back already, so you don't have those long control rods to mess with. Like the Skywalker, it's got a video transmitter mount right here on the tail boom, and a really large motor bay for putting a variety of motors in there. This actually calls for a fairly small motor, and what I'm going to be using is about a 60 gram 1500 kV motor. And that should give me enough thrust and good efficiency. The Easy Star is designed for a 5-inch prop. You can squeeze a 6-inch in there if you make a few modifications. This one will take a 7-inch no problem, so I'm kind of happy about that. On the top, external mount for your ESC. Keep it nice and cool. I like that design. Canopy here inside. Tons and tons of room in there. I mean, there is tons of room in there. Everything you could possibly want to go in there, I think I can fit. The canopy itself also has another location for video transmitter mounting and a hole in the top here for your antenna to stick up. If you want to mount it in the front, you could do that as well. It also came with some pretty nice plywood mounts. A couple of different motor mounts, a plywood rare earth magnet mount for the canopy. One side glues right there. This piece glues in the canopy like that, and then you basically just snap it on. Boom, magnet mount. Pretty nice and secure looking mount. And then a nice plywood velcroed battery tray, which proves that's a serious plane. This is going to mount inside here. You can strap your batteries to it. You can roll it up and down. And yeah, last but not least, it even comes with landing gear. Now this is a little, thin wire landing gear, but it's actually seems pretty durable, and it just glues right in the bottom of the fuselage right there. So, yeah, still flying my Skywalker and enjoying it. And I wanted to pick up this. It's a little bit smaller than the Skywalker, a tiny bit bigger than the Easy Star. And so, yeah. And then I got my carbon fiber spars, one for the tail boom, one for the wings. So yeah, over the next week or so, I'm going to go ahead and put that together and toy around with that. The other things I've got was that I've been using this little 5.8 gigahertz transmitter receiver. It's a 200 milliwatt, and I'm not getting that great a range. Even with the clover leaf and the skew planar wheel antennas, it's pretty good, but I wanted to go a little bit farther and have a little more confidence in the video, and I used to do that with my handy dandy 900 megahertz system. Now I had a monster transmitter for this. It's a 1.5 watt transmitter, which was more than enough, more than I needed, way too much. So I decided to go ahead and pick up another 900 megahertz transmitter. Still really powerful, but not quite 1.5 watts. This is a 800 milliwatt. Got cables, got the little rubber ducky antenna. The only thing I didn't like about that about the 900 megahertz receiver is the 5.8's got two video outputs, so I can feed my monitor and I can feed my recording device, whereas the 900 megahertz only has one. So I purchased, bing, a video distribution box, a video amplifier. Tiny little thing, not sure how it's going to work, but it's interesting. A video in, 4 outs, separate gains for each output. So yeah, I should be able to feed whatever I need video wise on there. Yeah, last but not least, I've been toying around with the idea of buying this for quite some time, and I figured it's time now. The Fayutech FY31AP autopilot with return to home. This looks like a pretty nice device. Comes packaged really well from China, nice plastic case. Inside we have the autopilot itself with tons of connections and sensitivity controls for the different axes. This seems like a pretty nice aluminum case on that too, so that's pretty nice. In here we have wires galore, another GPS, so I'll have 2 GPS units mounted in my plane, and a USB cable for programming waypoints. This will do flight stabilization. It's an autopilot flight stabilization. It's got 8 waypoints you can program, toss your plane up and let it fly around to those different locations. It also has the most important thing, the reason I purchased it, was the return to home function. I'm starting to get a lot of equipment in my airplane, and it's really starting to get a little more nerve-wracking when I fly out, because I definitely don't want to lose another one. I want to make sure I got as much of a chance of getting this thing home as possible. So I went ahead and got the autopilot. Got the 900 megahertz video again. I don't have a long-range system yet. I'm still using 72 megahertz. I think that's going to be fine for me for right now. Eventually I'll probably purchase the long-range thing, but it's not on my immediate radar. So I'm going to cut this short right now, or as short as it can be. So yeah, look for the flight of this bird coming up pretty soon. And have a good weekend.